Welcome back, folks. Didn't get a chance to continue this yesterday, but it'd be good today. Start of the day should be plenty of time. It's supposed to be terribly long in the first place. So. This is still Wakes the Deep. We're about 2 hours in so far. I've enjoyed it. I like the setting. I like the pace. That partially how you react and everybody reacts to it is somewhat more grounded. It's a bit immersive in that sense. Not completely. You're making some goofy jumps and sliding along stuff, and I don't really know why you're just kind of like running through these areas. I think they do a great job of explaining it. You're just kind of doing it, I feel like, because it's the theme park horror thing. What's that? It's really loud in here. Let me lower the audio. So I think hopefully that it doesn't jump the shark too much on that front. Personally, I kind of like it being a little less generic, but more an attempted sort of immersive grounding to reacting to this kind of crazy event. We've seen wild monsters and stuff, and I find the scripting moments in the gameplay moments to be a little wonky. What I mean by that is there's a lot of moments where you need to walk to certain areas and then mobs will move, or you need to like throw things, and where the dude's looking, that he instantly takes you out, and kind of the jank of all that doesn't feel terribly good. It tends to be so on rails, including your favorite yellow paint, that you just assume you really can't mess with much. So when they even try to do something, there's not either much precedent or well, there's not much precedent for what you do. You don't know what you can interact with because you generally can't interact with anything. And there's so many, like I said, scripted kind of moments where things get funneled along or nothing happens that, you know, you have no expectations on what's a threat or if you should give a shit. So there ends up being just kind of weird, janky moments that, in my opinion, end up kind of taking you out of it a little bit. I feel like if it's going to be on rails, it might as well just be fucking full rails at this point, because it's no Amnesia the Bunker if we want to talk about recent, like, somewhat immersive gameplay type of thing. So it's cute they even try, but I find those elements to be bad. So hopefully the pace is good for the rest of this. I don't want to just be doing generic horror game, just running around turning things on and going through like huge set pieces of just little theme park rides. I mean, that can be fun if they're really good, but I'm just going to be squeezing through, like, you know, tight corridors for 10 hours. Nothing really developing. That'd be kind of whatever. So far, it's been fun. Right? You know, you're trying to get to escape rafts. You're trying to get to helicopters. You're trying to help people. Those make sense. The some of the reasons you're going around and why you're taking certain paths, maybe less so, but I think overall that's fine. So I think obviously we're going to get into more of his history. I'm sure that's going to be woven into this hive mind thing. And then maybe we'll find out a little bit about whatever this Eldritch thing is. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I think it could be pretty cool from here. It runs like shit, but I'm playing with an old rig. I feel like the art design's been fine though. It looks good regardless. It's a game that I think the FPS when it's low and dark areas with the Kool-Aid all over the screen ends up being kind of disorienting, but otherwise, lower FPS really isn't a big problem because it's not a very fast game. That's kind of where I'm at with it so far. I would say I like it. I think it has potential, but I think it also could screw the pooch. So let's go ahead and continue here. After this, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna play. I've got a million options. I need to ask Ripper when he's around. I might start a Zelda. I might do another short indie. Just we'll see how I'm feeling. We've been in backlog land for so long. I kind of just want to chill and just play some random shit. Which is that's what this was. So. Oh, the voice acting's really good too. Oh, when we left off, the helicopter had been destroyed. They left without him, but then it came back and it blew up. Now what's happening is the power is going out in this whole place. Somebody's called him, said they need him. He is an electrician. They do set it up, nice at Clark thing. They do set it up that he needs to go turn back on the jennies, the generators. That is what we're going to do. Classic horror game objective. Go turn on the power. Really, maybe one of the most used objectives. Period. Go flip on the power. In this situation, I think it's fine. He is an electrician. He's on an oil rig. They need power to do anything. It's dangerous, more likely. I mean, they'd all just get destroyed. But I mean, maybe he's a brave soul. They've proven he's a good guy. Well, police are after him, but I think it's because he beat up somebody trashing on his wife. He's a good dude. I think it's fine. He rides that line. But.
Hello? Anyone in here?
There's a little bit of exploration stuff, but it's mostly on rails. I don't think that's a problem. I do think there is a particular something you get from video games that you're not going to get with just like a movie. A lot of it becomes a player agency, choice, immersion, because you do have control and stuff like that. But on the flip side, I think you can have that at a minimal level and have just really tightly scripted events and almost more of like a movie story. It depends. Right? I mean, technically games like, 2D platformers are super linear, so it's not like there's a little bit more going on there because there's like the skill element. There's not much of that here, but I think there's a big breadth of what games can do. I tend to respect when games try to actually do things more unique to games when it comes to storytelling, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this. The problem is all of the weight has to be on the story and the pace and all that, like I said. So when there's really like weird gameplay, in my opinion, that doesn't quite work, or the pace starts getting crappy because they want to fill it with stuff, you don't have much else to fall back on. So we'll see how that ends up being. I'm sure a lot of people will. We don't need the map anyways. It's never useful.
Fucking thing's locked.
Sweet.
morning, everyone. Here is the shipping forecast for 0630 on Tuesday, December the 23rd, 1975. First, gale warnings. There are warnings of severe gales in Fair Isle,
What the
Hebrides,
fuck happened in here?
Faroes, Viking, 40s.
Because for me, the best stuff's been kind of going through this disaster area and kind of taking it slow and him doing things that kind of make sense and, you know, the horror elements and stuff kind of happen on the side or, you know, behind doors or all that. I think whenever there's actually monsters on screen, you're trying to avoid it. Tends to be its least interesting. Probably because of gameplay stuff.
Hello?
Severe gale 9, occasionally storm 10.
See how that develops.
Rough or very, occasionally high. Wintry showers.
Because a lot of it's like hide in a locker type of shit, or just throw one thing and then the guy's gone. There's only really been 2 gameplay segments.
Jesus fucking Christ! Fuck! Fucking move!
Get the full back. Hunting section. I don't know. It's odd. Maybe I just played too many games. I find like the chases and stuff to be some of the least interesting shit. The slower moments are a bit more interesting. Doesn't help the FPS goes to complete shit. And there's shit all over the screen.
Where's he fucking gone now? Oh shit. Yeah, fuck.
Also, these guys like shoot tentacles out and grab people, and they've been shown to grab them and rip them from really far away. Why is he just? Why did they just avoid him on that front? I don't know. For me, it feels more like it's probably like a contrived kind of just to keep the, you know. You gave the enemy too strong of a thing, but because the player has to have like running sequences and shit, they can't actually use their OP crap against them. I don't even know why they bothered. They should just run at you and like grab you or something. Well, maybe not just that, but maybe there's a reason. fruit roll-up. They still sell fruit roll-up? These are shaking and shit. What is good detail? I like the setting.
Oh, come on, you're joking me.
It's a good trapped. A place you can't get out of setting. I'm surprised you don't see more. Is he gonna climb this? This is the more... I get this is probably supposed to be the parts that are more exciting or gamey, but like I said, I almost find the grounding stuff to be more interesting.
Here I fucking go.
Like this crap. It's like...
No.
It almost feels like a... I'll say faux excitement, but like a big set piece, like an Uncharted kind of excitement, but I don't know if that quite matches. I feel like what this is, the strengths of this. And when I say believability, I don't mean like the monster threat. It needs to be believable or something. But like how they react to it. Like the thing or something, right? Maybe that's not the perfect example, but it has to be immersive because they go through steps and you know, they might do some goofy shit like throw some dynamite. But I mean, it's like it all feels like it kind of works. They're not scaling a mountain with ice picks or some shit. Granted, I mean, the thing's interesting a lot because of the human element. Not just the strong cast of characters, but how the creature plays into that. Or even stuff like Alien, right? I mean, you know, yeah, they'll do some action stuff, but generally they're reacting or have the capacity of what you'd expect. This guy jumping to like hanging, you know, helicopters and doing all these crazy maneuvers. Very exciting, quote unquote exciting, right? But, personally, I don't think it works very well with the horror shit. And maybe it could make it work. But...
Hello? Bruce! We're trapped! What's coming in? Bruce! It's Kaz, where are you?
Lost O'Connor. You hurt his leg. Swim.
Bruce, tell me where you are! Bruce, can you hear me? Jesus Christ. Shite!
I think all the character stuff's been good. People trying to call people to get shit fixed or get help or getting racked. You meet them at the beginning, you know, you spend like a good half an hour to an hour kind of. You take your time. You know, meeting people, seeing them and stuff, learning a little bit about it, seeing them work. You're not like attached to anybody except maybe his buddy, but then obviously the manager, he's an asshole.
last.
It's one of those games I like just walk slow in. I feel like it's like I could believe that, of course, right? Like you'd have to do something more athletic or risky in this situation, makes sense, but some of it just feels kind of like it's there just to be spacey.
Gas. There must be a valve somewhere. I need to shut off that gas valve first.
Okay. I was expecting it to be like a don't go right in front of the gas, just stay far away. To like run past it. He didn't seem like that worried about it either. I thought it was like a take your time and go like explore on the outside kind of thing. Just don't get close to it. I realized there's nowhere else to go, so.
Gas. There must be a valve somewhere.
Dark areas are where the FPS really hurts. I don't even know if I can get this game to like run better. Shadows on high seems to fuck it pretty hard. But I feel like shadows in a horror game is kind of important. One of those games where you kind of would hope for... You'd probably want to look up a video online or something to get like the, you know, what settings can you change that don't actually mess with the fidelity of the visuals very much, but mess with the optimization. Yeah, it's like sucks to mess with the shadows a bit, but I feel like 10 to 15 FPS in a fucking dark area is just doing more harm than good. I'm more of an FPS guy than a fidelity guy, but I think there's times where a certain speedy game or focus, you know, like a not fast game, low FPS is fine.
Cleary. Finlay. Jesus, am I glad to see you.
Aye, you and all.
Fucking Rennick nearly had me. He's changed. He's fucking vicious.
Doesn't sound like it's changed much to me. Have you seen anyone else?
Brody. He sent me down here to restart the Jennies.
Generators, aye. That's where I was headed.
But the lights are on.
Right, we're an emergency battery system, no. There's not going to hold for long. The beer is taking a lot of damage, the infrastructure's compromised.
That's just brilliant. So how do we get the Jennies working?
Right, well, first thing, get in that cabin over there and reset the protective relay. That might kick the Jennies back on. Go on, see what happens. Oi, McCleary! Where you going, eh? The protective relay in that cabin.
Yeah, they pointed me over here. I didn't see how to get in. Oh, he can like squeeze under this. Gotcha.
Locked.
The brightness set right. What is the guide here? Are you supposed to barely see the one on the left? This would be best.
Ah, ya beauty. At least that works. I better tell Finlay. Oh, aye, worked like a charm.
Shit. The generator must have tripped because of a fault somewhere.
Aye, and the relay will just keep resetting until we fix it.
We'll need to restart the generator manually.
Right, where you go then?
There's two jobs here, McCleary. The Jennies and the fault. You deal with the Jennies and I'll find the fault.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but the generators are that way.
Well, I'm no fucking going in there.
Have you got a better plan? No? Aye, well, I fucking didn't think you would have somehow. Fucking get on with it.
Aye, where you go then?
At least he tries to say he's not going. Yeah, he just goes.
This isn't gonna open. Oh, fuck me. Fuck is that?
I am in the corner. You'll see me when the game gets bright. Guess we're gonna have to sneak back or something. Or they like their red herrings, where they show like lockers to hide in, but you'll never actually have a situation where there's a creature there. There's been quite a few of those. Trying to get underneath.
That must be it. A wee hut over on the other side. No far now.
Wee hut.
Fuck. Oh dear. Jesus.
He's just coming our way. You can't see light. Killed your motivation? What did he do? Was it about the results thing? He's micromanaging you. You just got it out against you or something. Did you try to get him to be more constructive at all? Like help you out? He sounds like an asshole. Yeah, it'd be hard to be motivated. If everything you do is wrong to him. Well, I hope you find a new job soon, man. Easier said than done, but I don't see why you'd still be there if you have a choice.
I've not found the key yet. Can't start with Jenny without it. Oh, Jesus, don't fuck it up now. In order. Come on.
What is the order? Oh, there's literally a number.
Kaz, are you there?
For fuck's sake. Maybe no jump out at me. Have you no seen a dare?
Oh, it's that prick. He's away in mud handling by the sounds of it. Listen, we're in business.
We've gone from full power to batteries to sitting in the fucking dark. What are you all about?
And getting in a stushy is going to help us, is it? Just get that generator running. It's out on the floor. The key for it should be in there somewhere. I'll be out here looking for the fault.
We'll be looking out for a dare as well, all right? Got it.
I mean, if you want to elevate it, you could always, I guess, try for HR, but, you know, they're not always on your side. I don't know. I mean, I don't know your exact circumstance, but if you're feeling that fucked, I mean, change of environment sounds like the best thing, but that's just me.
No way through. Jesus. Ah!
That worked, Kaz. I can see where the fault is. It's blowing a fuse back in mud handling.
Mud handling? Is that know where a dare is?
Kaz, it's coming back. You need to move. Get back to mud handling and fix that fuse.
What's that?
Can I not get there from here? You have to go this way. You can't squeeze between this, really? just camping. Hopefully the volume's okay for you guys. If you need any adjustments, let me know. They like to get to the end of the sneaky section. Trip something and then run. Formulaic. Not just in general video games, but within this game itself. Or if this chick's gonna get messed up, man.
This is mud handling, so the fuse box has to be somewhere.
I don't know if this will work here. Jesus. Nice one. No way to survive this. Is this thing just glitching out above me? I don't know if I can see light. Like a flashlight. Forward a bit. Maybe standing in the corner is glitching out. he's back. I think he like knows I'm here. But he can't get to me. So he's just constantly running after me. The entrance opens a little choice. Maybe that was supposed to be a running section. I don't know where I am. I don't know if running's a good idea. These parts are definitely jank, but how many rooms exactly like this am I having to go through, man? This is not a safe zone, so I'll probably just die. This is their carry-on game. How we feel? I mean, I enjoy the grounding when it happens, the voice acting, some of the characters and shit, the setting. I think when the gameplay happens, and it's avoid the monster and hidey holes, and the AI is very shoddy, and because the game's so generally just scripted, there's not much precedent for the unscripted moments, and I feel like they're not always intuitive. Especially when most of it is pretty grounded. There's definitely a lot, maybe too many times where he's doing death-defying stunts that they don't set up properly well, but overall it's cool. Yeah, I like it, but there's a lot of cracks. It'll depend on how they cinch the story. I'm totally fine with heavily scripted.
No way through.
I'm fine with heavily railroaded scripted games as long as the pace and the set pieces and the story and all that's good. You just want to make like an interactive movie. When you introduce too much gameplay, that actually is like shoddy. I know it's one of those things like you come off like Amnesia the Bunker like last year, and when you see it, you kind of. Is it? I mean, I didn't play A Machine for Pigs, but I understand that game had a neat story if you really dug deep into it. It was a smart enough story, but as like a Amnesia sequel, stuff like the lighting, I've heard like you can barely see shit. Probably another thing where gameplay and the actual moments are a little iffy, while the rest of it's neat. But yeah, I didn't play it. Yeah, I mean this isn't bad, but it's definitely I find when the spooky monster stuff is happening, it's the least interesting. I don't know. I mean, maybe the build up and, like I said, some of the grounding and how they react to the threat and stuff is the characters are the most interesting. The monster should be probably more interesting. I think the monster stuff is tense when it's probably more on rails, but when it's kind of these little like area to area sandboxes, you're just like. Having it be more like an Alien or The Thing or something, or a classic, horror movie where it's like them having to survive and get around this place while, think about what they got to do and stuff. Kind of where it's going, but then when you're doing these like sections here, none of that's happening. It's more just the spookiness of the monster and you, but it's usually just you walking, in a Z up to the next save point, and then either throwing something and it doesn't work, or being like this where it's glitched out and he sees you and you can't get to you. Why wouldn't I run up to the big yellow thing? Neat monster, and I like the idea of something that like assimilates people. But the actual gameplay bits are definitely worse. Are we hiding this even though he just saw us? You can see immediately what I'm saying. Also, it's cool they like assimilate people, but when they respond exactly to what you're doing and their voice is almost kind of like just normal, almost comes across as like comedic. But maybe they wanted them to feel like people who had control, but they were like not. They were warped reality. We'll see how that is by the end. This guy's like inside of this thing. Like I said, this game's at its best when it's not. There is no gameplay, no freedom, no agency, which is funny. That's a very like uninteresting thing you could say when it comes to like how ambitious or what's unique to video games, what they can do well, but it's fine. Just I'd be better off not having it, right? Like a Planet Alana, like you're just better off just not having the gameplay at this point.
Fuck off, you cunt! Is that fucking Blu-ray? fast. Finlay?
Kaz? No, it's Brody. I thought it was Finlay with the lights coming back on.
It worked? Thank Christ. Finlay was here, but we get separated. You alright?
Aye. The rig isn't though. We're starting to sink.
You kidding me? How long till it goes under?
Soon if we do nothing. Look, I need you to come down to the pontoons. If we engage the tension winches in all four legs, we can buy some time.
What's the point? The pontoons, the electricity, they fucking things. It's a fucking nightmare.
What you on about? You survived this long, haven't you? More than can be said for most of the poor bastards on this rig. Christ, Kaz. Somebody up there must like you.
That's what Roy keeps telling me.
Aye. Well, he's a Barnsley fan, so he'll be used to praying.
Yeah, you're no wrong there.
I'm no wrong about this either. You're the jammiest bastard on this rig, and we need that right now. So let's do this, aye?
You must have nobody else, man.
You engage the winches in legs A and B, and I'll do the others. Easy. There's a direct route down from engineering.
Aye, alright. I'll find my way down.
Top man, Kaz. I'll give you a
Top
signal
man.
when the tannoy if we're in business.
Hold up. Machine figure's not that bad. It was okay. Yeah. I've thought about playing it. I watched a little review videos on it here and there just for shits, but it's one of those where I'm sure a lot of people didn't like it because Amnesia was such a huge deal in the first place. But also, I just think it's just not as good. It's funny this was touted as their like return to horror, but they've only really done one horror game, and that was just that, right? Like Dear Esther's got technically some spooky moments. Everyone's Gone to the Rapture is not scary. I don't think I've played their phone games or VR games. Maybe those are hard.
Fuck! No. Fuck! Ah. Ugh. Ah.
That's enough of it. He's falling, man. something gonna break.
Ah, Christ.
Just came up here just to see the body. Nice exploration. Are they really gonna have you jump across this? I feel like these kinds of like spicy parkour elements feel kind of goofy. Like I get him like scrambling or doing a couple risky things, right? But, like, would anybody really be doing this one?
Fuck.
It feels very much like a
Don't look down.
we're doing it for the excitement in the video game thing. I don't think it quite fits the horror elements. But. I'm supposed to keep dropping them?
It's training. Brody must have done Lexi. Fuck. It's soaking. I need to sort it at the fuse box or it'll keep shorting out.
Yeah, if it was frozen shut, man. Christ, I've had that happen before, but it's because it was cracked open slightly, so it would like melt and refreeze. In one of our old freezers that was in the garage where I used to live. And yeah, it was just frozen shut, blocks of ice, just one big block of ice essentially. My mini fridge here, I'd have to chisel it off and it would keep creating huge blocks of ice, and I was just like, I had to stop using it. Because I feel like when all that ice is in like a mini fridge, it starts making like noise too, because it's, you know, it's not supposed to have that much ice. Okay. Did you just thaw it, or did you like chisel it?
Counterweights are fucking go.
Thawed it. What'd you do with your freezer shit? Just put it in the fridge?
Christ. Here it is. Okay, back to the winch controls.
Kaz, that's it. The cable's engaged. Glad you're alright. It's, not exactly very nice now.
There's a fucking understatement.
I've done the first cable. You need to do the same in leg B through the pontoon.
Right.
See you on the other side, Kaz.
Hope so, pal. Fucking hope so.
This guy's fucked, isn't he? I mean, maybe our guy is too, but broody.
Fuck. How many more bodies are there? Jesus. Hello? Christ, creepy as fuck down here.
He loves yelling out. The fucking monster, man. At this point, I just assume there's not enough people and there's more monsters.
God, how did they even get there?
Sorry about that, brother. They don't assimilate everything. I mean, some of these guys might have just died in wrecks.
Oh, Christ. Fuck, fuck.
R, press A to leap forward. I'm just holding L. It looks like there's oxygen in it. Holding L speeds you up. I don't know what the hell that fucking prompt was.
Ah, Christ, poor guy. No, I do not want to go in there. Fuck. Right. Right, here we go.
be fucked in this, man. You'll see the stories of people who work on like oil pipes undersea and then they get like fucking sucked through, man. Holy fuck, could you imagine that? That'd be fucking insane, man. Even just natural shit probably out there, man. Currents and shit. Bad news, man. I see. You can hold on to shit, then launch yourself forward. Your water. Tell me dad here. Not sure which direction to go.
Oh, shite, that was close. Done the other one.
Now he's dead.
This isn't gonna open. Christ. Fucking oil.
Bradley's too nice of a guy. Nobody that nice is living through a horror game.
Hello? O'Connor. Is that you?
Go away!
Oh, Christ.
Mary,
Man, what happened to you?
can you go and fetch Mary?
You can hear me, can't you? You understand me? Fucking Jesus. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Alright, bud. Did anybody else let's just try smacking these things off, man. I guess this is trusty screwdriver.
I ever gonna get the fuck out of here?
Everybody else got fucking one tap by that.
Get this fucking over with.
That's magic, Kaz. We've done it. No so bad, eh?
It's been fierce.
Send the leg and I'll see you up there. Thanks for helping. We'd all be gone, right? And I mean that.
Well, don't get around in just yet.
Well, that looks safe to inhale. And this dude would be fucked the rest of his life just from all the fucking oil and crap he's been in. And if you're even touching this shit. I'd be fucking laying down, man, in case these were gonna bust out at me.
This is something.
They still have the same people doing the music. That sounds like Dear Esther shit. I like your swelling. Maybe a little much. Other than the particles, I mean, it's kind of what we've already seen.
Can I fucking stand this cold? Jesus.
Surprisingly not been many logs. I think there was quite a bit in Amnesia 2. Guess they moved away from that a bit. There's the heater.
Christ. I need to get out of this fucking place. I need to get home. Thank Christ. I better check on Roy.
Yeah, dude, Roy's probably gone, man. You know Roy's dying, man, by that shit, man. His best buddy.
Thank Christ. I better check on Roy. Roy, fuck's sake.
Thank the Lord. I've been worried sick.
Sorry, pal, I've been out of the shop since I last seen you.
What's going on, Kaz? What happened with the chopper?
That cunt tried to go without us, but, well, didn't work out well for him or the bird.
Bloody hell, Kaz. Is anyone alive?
Aye, I saw Finlay. We had to get the Jennies on. And Brody as well, helping with the tension legs. Do you know what? I'm a fucking rig expert now.
Told you to take no time. Yeah, I'm glad you've not been alone out there. Those two are all right.
I saw O'Connor. He's one of these things, but I thought fuck, I don't know what I thought, but whatever it is folk are being turned into, there's something of them still in there. What's going on? Roy?
It's all right. It's just me being clumsy. Once I get my shot, I'll be right. It's right.
Do you need me to come and get you?
No, I can do it. You saw this rig out? And the way to get us home. See you girls. All right?
Aye.
You're a good lad, Kaz. That's why Suze loves you. She does, you know. She really loves you. Kaz?
Aye. Sorry, I have to go, Roy. Will you make it to the cabins all right?
Yeah, I'm on the way now. You, be on yours. I'm praying for you, mate. Remember, Jesus loves you, Kaz. Everyone else thinks you're a cunt.
All right, pal.
This guy sounds like he's being assimilated or something, man. Maybe it's beginning. Although, he does have diabetes and he's needing a shot, and he's older and out of shape, and maybe he's just fucking having a time.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
Ah, here he is. Listen, I don't have long. I left away my mum. I had to get out. She's hurting me. I'm going to have my head stuck in
Suze?
this house.
Is that you?
Oh, Jesus. This one's trying to give me a kicking and all.
Be a wee boxer, eh?
Aye, you wish.
I wish I could see you. You're beautiful like this.
Aye? Well, I feel like an elephant.
Christ, what is this? Suze! Suze?
My man losing his shit, or is he already assimilated?
Christ, look at her. Does it go bigger? No newer, thank fuck.
Doesn't seem dangerous.
Shite, that's oil dripping and everything. One spark. Fuck. Fuck. Ah!
I'm more worried about the spooky thingy.
You have to do. I don't care.
Suze! Jesus Christ, what the fuck is happening to me? Ah.
Jesus, pipe it down out there, man. You're just being assimilated, man. It's not that bad.
Kaz! Over here!
Time for Brody to get fucked.
Brody. Fucking hell, how you doing?
Better than you by the looks of it. Did you see any others?
You mean anyone alive? Well, I spoke to Roy. He's no doing great without his insulin. And I've no idea where Finlay is now.
I spoke to her a few minutes ago. She's stuck until she gets past Rennick. Or what used to be Rennick.
Feels like everybody's deed or worse. And I don't know about your side of the pontoons, but where I was, the oil tanks are burst, and I think there's a gas leak. I mean, I'm looking for a fucking bright side here.
What's up, Cosmic? I'm enjoying it. I think when the gameplay comes out around, it tends to be a little janky and shitty. But I think when they're keeping it somewhat grounded, you're not doing death-defying stunts, the character stuff and the pace and the thriller elements are pretty cool. It runs like shit, but I've adjusted it a bit. Yeah, it's a cool setting. I like the voice work and all that. We'll see by the end, though.
Well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it, alright? Right now, we have to deal with the stack.
The less hiding from monsters and arenas, the better, though. It's not very good when it's doing that.
Okay.
But the rest
Alright,
is good.
Stack. I'm kind of thinking the flare shouldn't be looking like that.
No, main feed's ruptured. It's burning out. It could get worse. And if it does, it could spread to the derrick and cause an explosion.
Right, so we're fucked. Again.
Not if we switch the flare onto the auxiliary gas pipe. If you go over to the processing quad, I can...
What? Have you seen it out there? Oh, aye, it's quite nice in here, you know. Maybe we should swap.
You can't work the controls, Kaz. Otherwise of course, I'd go myself.
Christ. Alright, alright. Well,
Games like this, like kind of on rails horror games, or like a game set on like an oil rig. I mean, I feel like this kind of horror game, it depends on if you like the movie aspect of it with minimal gameplay or what. I mean, there's stuff like Dead Space or Alien Isolation. Yeah, I'll say there's quite a few probably. I mean, there's games like Visage and shit that tend to be going around completing the tasks. Well, that's pretty common horror game tropes, honestly. I mean, you could say like Dead Space. That's a little bit more gamey, but you mean kind of walking around. Just like this. I mean, the old Amnesia is like this. I mean, these people made Amnesia too, so you could always start with that. Soma, probably a good one if you want more story-based kind of semi-horror underwater. That's probably your best bet. Like Soma. I mean, honestly, I feel like there's quite a few, is why I say, that's why it's kind of hard for me, is honestly, you just kind of, you pick out most of them, a lot of them are kind of like this, so. On Xbox, though, both of those should be on Xbox. Alien Isolation, Xbox. If you want this amount of gameplay, Soma's more like this. Alien Isolation has a bit more. Obviously, stuff like Dead Space is a bit more gamey. If you have Game Pass, you could even play Dead Space Remake on Game Pass. So. Dead Space is more of a third-person shooter horror, but it's about an engineer like this guy who's, you know, stuck in a spaceship with crazy people getting turned into monsters. So, honestly, it just kind of keeps going. Resident Evil, I mean, those are, you're stuck in a location, you have to turn on things, fuck with things, solve puzzles, kill stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for this amount of gameplay, which is very light, very on rails, I feel like stuff like Soma probably more in line. If you don't like any of those and you need more recommendations, I mean, honestly, I feel like the list just keeps going, but those are fine to start with.
what am I doing?
You need to get there and find the diverter valve.
Yeah, like Soma's got like, you know, character, emotion stuff, you know, which this kind of has got a little bit of, so. I think those are all solid enough picks. If anybody else has any others, I'm go for it. But yeah, being like an engineer, all of those are like that. Alien, you're a ship specialist or engineer or something. That one's a little longer. That one's like good 20 plus hours.
I'll ignite the stack.
Maybe too long, but
Right.
yeah.
If I can't do it, then you'll need this. Jesus, I'll be on the tannoy if you need any help. Good luck, Kaz.
Great.
Teach me how to work the controls, buddy. These controls can't be that hard. I mean, they don't have much time, so I get it. Well, actually, another game that came out last year, I'd recommend this one. I mean, you could play the original Amnesia, but Amnesia the Bunker, it's on Game Pass as well on Xbox. Should be on normal Xbox, but that one you're trapped in a bunker with a rat monster in World War One, and that one's much more about like immersive kind of gameplay and like realistic things happening. Like you could throw a grenade to break a door down or throw a brick, yeah, that kind of thing. The Amnesia the Bunker is good. I really like that. That came out last year. That's about 5-6 hours long. More gameplay oriented. Yeah, I mean Resident Evil. You just can't go any Resident Evil's good. Well, okay, not all of them, but Resident Evil remakes, I would recommend those. More gameplay oriented than this. But I wonder which Resident Evil they're gonna remake next. I gotta imagine it'd be Code Veronica. I think the rumor mill was Code Veronica's getting remade and then Zero's getting like a budget remake. But who knows? They're not gonna let that.
Ah, Christ.
Cash cow go untapped. No horror games I can think of with Scottish accents though. Or they are Scots, right? I mean, it's not an accent you hear very much that isn't taking the piss. It's been kind of cool to have more of a serious game with this kind of accent. I just feel like with all the different slang and cursing they've got, it just lends itself to comedy and shit. Guess we're waiting.
Fuck's sake. I'm waiting the clearing.
If you're looking for a movie, you should go watch The Thing or old monster movies like Alien. This shit's kind of inspired slightly, I feel like, by The Thing. Not the social part, but yeah, the oil rig verse. Well, the old one, yeah, sorry. Well, there's one that's older than the 70s one. The 1970s, or 80s, made by, what's his name? The guy who made Halloween. Yeah, that one. Not the new one. Yeah, the new one's a prequel. It's not so serious. But it's people trapped in a Arctic research facility, sorta. And then they discover the thing. Simulation and stuff like that's kind of a part of the plot. Yeah, I need to play Stasis Bone Totem, dude. I thought about playing the original Stasis, but it seemed a little rougher. But Bone Totem seems pretty cool.
Kaz, what's happening? Are you alright?
Just doing just fine. Yeah, there's like a 1950s or 60s thing too, I think. Like a black and white one, but that one's... Like a lot of old black and white horror, it's mostly just dudes standing in a room talking to each other transatlantic accents for fucking 90% of the movie. Nothing like the new one. Or the 70s one. The shame on the prequel one, because apparently that was all practical effects ready, and then somebody decided to take all the practical effects and like CG over them. I don't know if they were like thinking CG was like more appealing to the audience at the time, but I wonder if that would have like helped the reception of the prequel. Who knows? Might still be bad anyways, I haven't seen it yet.
Glad you're alright. I've started the igniter. Give it a sec. Can't I see anything?
Of course you can't, because I'm not that fucking lucky.
No, it's not working. The gas is poured back toward the rig. I'm sorry, Kaz. I need you to do it manually. It's too dangerous to leave it. You'll have to head out onto the stack and use the relighter I gave you.
Fuck.
Did you hear me, Kaz? Wave or something so I know you receive it.
Prick.
Understood. Godspeed.
I get a kick out of these guys sometimes though. I guess you're supposed to. That's what I think with the accent and this slang and shit. You can't help but get a laugh out of it. I feel like sometimes they're kinda... Sometimes it feels like realistic amounts of like shitting on each other, but... Sometimes it feels like it's taking the piss. It's fun. I need to go back out here and under. No. This is probably the safest place.
Jesus, you're fucking joking me.
Where the hell is he gonna go when he gets to the end of this? I got there's yellow paint in the places you're supposed to jump. It's a fucking linear, man.
I'm trying to save us, you stupid fucking bastard. Let's see him squeeze through there. Jesus. This fucking flare fired.
Oh, he could just kill you right now. What the fuck? He just walked around.
I'm doing this! Shit.
What do these things do? Do they just like burn off like excess like vapors or some shit?
Give us peace, Suze.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm not being difficult. I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of your mess.
He wouldn't let it go, okay? He's carried a fucking torch for you since school. He's always hated me for being the bigger man and for having you in those beautiful fucking wains.
Oh, no. Bigger man! You are shitting me, McCready. You're the bigger man. Your 8-year-old daughter's got more brains and bigger balls than you have. What about the kids? The flat's in your name. You go to Berlin and they just take it away.
Listen, Suze, come on!
No, you just shut it, McCleary, and sit your arse down and you just listen to me!
How can we not just talk about this?
Because I am smarter than you, that's why! And I will not let you drag those girls down with you. You sort this. Whatever you have to do, I don't care. You sort this or I will leave you, you understand?
Suze, look, I'm really sorry.
Just enough, okay? Just get out of my sight. Try not to put anyone else in hospital the day, yeah? That might make a nice change for you.
No, I didn't mean that. Why'd you have to... Ah, Suze. Jesus Christ.
Having a nice little dream,
Fuck.
dude.
Jesus. Suze. What have I done? Ah, Jesus Christ. Ah, you bastard.
I like that the waves seem to be getting worse.
Oh, fucking Christ. That is... My God.
I hear a little bit of like screaming too. Or wailing.
No way through.
I will not let you drag those girls down.
Suze. What's this fucking stuff doing to me?
How has nobody sent a chopper in for them though? It's gotta be some mainland communication. Maybe it's the spooky dudes. Or the storm, they can't come out here. It's probably been covered. Back in engineering again. That one shit gonna be wrecked. Not surprised they thought they lost him.
Fuck's sake! Finlay, Jesus Christ.
Cleary, how the fuck are you no dead?
I thought I was.
You fit to help?
Christ, can anything help?
Aye, if we can cut ourselves loose and quick like, it'll buy us time, maybe enough.
Do we even know if anyone's coming?
We've been off radio for hours, so aye, I should hope so.
Finlay. Good. Let's... Guys. I thought...
Aye, he's a walking greeting miracle. Are we doing this or no?
Aye. We float the rig. I'll dive down and release the tension cables. Hopefully we balance out, maybe end up higher in the water. I'll need you both in marine control.
It's Roy.
Hello, can anyone hear me? I'm stuck up in some fucking hutch on the accommodation roof. I don't know how long I can last without insulating.
He's up on the roof. I have to get him.
No!
Is anybody out there?
You have to get to marine control with Finlay.
Please.
It's a two-man job and we don't have much time.
You think Roy does? Can't I just leave him? I promised I'd get him home.
Ah, let him go.
Fine. If you want to go, go. But this place is filling up with gas and oil from the drill to the derrick. God knows where else it's leaking to. I can't recommend
I
it.
know, Brody. But I'm going. I have to.
Engineering's your only path up there, and it's flooded, so you'll have to swim. It's a long way. Plan each step. And if you're underwater, stay calm.
Oh, aye, that's exactly how that'll go.
Enough! You both know what you're doing, so let's go.
Right, yeah, Brody. Roger nerve, alright, McCleary?
I'm coming, Roy. I'll
I
find
was
you.
fucked. It's good for his eyes to be having all that just floating right into it. Seawater and oil and alien residue. They don't have to have a scene where he gets goggles or some shit. Did he go underwater again? This is where it came from. Thought maybe I was on like the other side of it or something.
Can't open it.
Oh, you have to be like facing that way. I see. If you look down, it doesn't work. Contextual movement bullshit, my favorite. gotta be running on pure fucking adrenaline then. I'd be tired after climbing one of these.
Oh, reeks of oil in here. There must be a leak somewhere. Fuck. That's all we need.
Fucking stuck. Oh no. If I'm stuck on something, there's like an invisible wall. As soon as I came up, it just instantly resisted. It looked like that was a path. Maybe it was just janky. It's not as bad. Why it has such a big gap, I'm not quite sure. Otherwise, I think we're falling. Janky. Something this on rails, man. Right. Where we came from, right? Yeah. Did it just sink like a fucking rock? That still seems like the best bet. It's just fucked. You just swim along the top, nothing happens. I don't think we're supposed to go this way. It's like broken as hell. Probably should have blocked it off a little better, but okay. Should have climbed up and shoot that out. I'm literally holding L though. What the fuck? Or was that scripted? I didn't script it. So I'm like just holding L down. Maybe it was a setup. Is it floating or something? Yeah, that's probably it. I was about to restart from checkpoint. Weird. They wanted to just debate you. Might as well have no indicator then.
So fucking cold. I'm in a fucking nightmare. This can't be real. Come on, guys. Come on, keep it together. For fuck's sake. Well, enough waiting around. Look at that. That is some weird shite, man.
I probably didn't need it at this point. Warm it up for the next person who isn't gonna be there.
Can I get this one open? No chance. Shit. Might be a vent up, down, fucking somewhere.
Must have been back here.
Roof access. Where is it?
Nice touching the shit. Oh, it does fuck with the effort. That's don't let you go underneath him. Maybe this isn't anything. this and some hole you're able to get into. So. I'm surprised you can't get underneath this guy. Roof access seems like it's on the other side. You were to come all this way though, and oh, this thing? This thing. It would be weird in this linear game to come all this way, then have to like actually go back and find something. I just missed some shit.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking poor bastard. Fuck. Aye. Sorry, man. Still up here. Fuck! Ah!
Smartest play.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking poor bastard.
We're gonna fall through a grate. Haven't yet.
Ah! Ah! Fuck, I think he heard me. What the hell? How did they get like that? Christ, did Trots do this? Roof access. I'm so close.
Is he gonna go back?
Jesus. Shit. Now he's looking for me. The fucking thing's locked.
Let's try this duty officer or something. Something. Oh, wait.
Roy's insulin is here.
I don't think the light matters.
I've got to go.
Well, I imagine Roy is not gonna make it.
Roy! Are you up here? Roy! Jesus, it's moving all the other place. God almighty. That must be it. Thank Christ. Roy! Roy! Talk to me, big man. Come on. Roy! Roy, wake up, you prick! Please wake up. Wake up, come on!
Give him a shot, Jesus.
Oh, you bastard. Don't leave me here. Please, big man, come on back. Christ, don't leave me. Roy, don't leave me. I can't do this, man. I'm scared, Roy. I'm fucking terrified. What am I going to tell Susan? Hey. I mean, she's going to fucking kill me, man, you know? She loved you, big man. She really loved you. So did my girls. I mean, what am I going to tell them? Oh, I'm sorry. Your Uncle Roy's not coming home. Aye, I know. Me and Ollie. I love this big man, do you hear me? I loved him. No. Phone. Better answer. Who's this?
It's Finlay, Kaz. You got to, Roy. Good. Look, Kaz, the wall's up to admin, so I couldn't get to Marine Control. You need to try and get there from where you are, alright?
Jesus.
Aye. And that English bastard better come and off. You can't stay in that hut forever, no. Kaz? Kaz, you still there? When you're not shouting, I start to worry like. Is Roy making a fuss? Put him on, I'll get him tailed. Guys, for fuck's sake, what's going on?
Roy's no coming.
Ah, Jesus. God. Did he not make it?
Oh, it's too late.
Fuck. I'm sorry, Kaz. No. We all loved the big man, eh?
I let him down. He was relying on me.
No, no. No, you did everything you could. You went back for him. None of this is your fault. It's no anyone's. Look, I'm sorry, Kaz, but we need your help here. We're all fucking going down otherwise.
Aye. I want half this fucking rig.
Good. Then you need to find a way across the deck, get to Marine Control Room, call me when you get there, and I'll talk you through it, alright?
Right.
The other guy went diving. How did that work out? It's not looking good, bros.
Is it even going to hold? Oh, for fuck's sake! Aye! Slowly now. Steady. Christ.
This is the best way he could imagine to get across. Like a bad fucking idea, man. I guess it gets you nice and close for the money shot.
Fuck's sake.
What's he expecting to happen at the end of this? No way it's even gotten this close just because it's moved. You'd have to assume it's going to move ahead of time. Unless this is always connected to the other side.
That was a close one. No, no, no! Shit!
You can just hold the LMR and always, it'll never fuck up.
Oh, Christ. Ah! Christ, it's way above my pay grade, this. It's like a fucking spaceship. I'm not touching anything Finlay doesn't tell me to.
In the spaceship.
No chance. Better call Finlay.
What's the phone?
Jesus, fuck. Rope. No, you and all. Nice and slow. It's all right. I just need to make a call. Yeah? Aye. Here we go. Finlay. I'm at Marine Control. I'm not alone.
Fuck. Is it that bastard Rennick?
No. Jesus. It's Roper. He's all messed up.
Cass, listen to me, alright? Listen,
All right.
we need to keep it together.
All right, just tell me what to do.
It's only 2 switches. You just have to find them. First, find the ballast operations panel. There'll be a switch there to put it into manual control. You flip that switch. Go do that, and then I'll talk you through the next part, alright?
Aye, all right. I'll look for it. Why is it locked? Fuck's sake.
Got the keys, big dog.
It's all right, pal. Here we go. I'll look after this now, all right? Switches at manual.
Right.
What's next?
Now you flood the forward pontoon, and I mean flood it to the fucking brim.
Hold on a minute. The pontoons are already fuck full of oil and gas. This might push it all up to the deck.
We don't have a choice. The whole rig could tip over. Flooding that pontoon will at least give us a fighting chance.
What about Brody? Is he no down there?
He'll be out of there by now. He's done his part. We just have to do ours, right?
All right.
It's coming for me. Keep him away.
What was that?
It's Roper.
Never mind him. Flood the forward pontoon.
Aye, hang on. Right, back to Finlay. All right, that's done.
Didn't he put it off the rear?
Come on. Come on.
Come on, what? It's moving. Did it work?
Fucking aye. See? Not the hopeless after all, eh?
Oh, thank Christ, Finlay. What now?
Brody's got a plan. Meet us in drill ops as soon as you can.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
We're going to be alright,
I
Cass.
fucking hope so.
What do you do, man?
Susan. Fuck! Am I losing my mind? No. Shite, that was close. It's making that noise.
I'd have to be infected with some nastiness after all that. Especially if they do a lot of assimilate, maybe they're yoinking some of his memories. It's like a Rennick.
Jesus fuck.
Take a breath. Jesus.
God, it's a fucking nightmare. Sus! Sus! What's...
I can't even find them!
Sus! Jesus. Jesus. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
So he like turned around, then he like double turned around. That was weird. He like looks back, but then in the gameplay I'm looking back.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, that was... Fuck. You rest in peace, you cunt. Christ. I've got to get the fuck out of here.
Any of these two have to alternate?
Finlay, thank fuck. Finlay? What's going on? Who are you talking to?
Kaz, you made it.
Brody, what's wrong with Finlay? She's freaked out here.
Listen, Kaz. There's no much time. There's oil and gas getting in here. When it fills, it will be headed right up the drill pipe.
What are you on about?
I'm still in the pontoons. I've only got a couple of minutes. I can't stop it. The rig's a time bomb now. You understand? One spark and... You need to find a way off.
Just get back up here and we'll work it out, yeah?
I can't do that.
What?
I can't get back up.
Wait, no, wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait, listen.
You're on your own now.
I'll come to you. All right?
No, you won't. You wouldn't even get halfway to me. The leg's flooded and the gas, it's no possible.
You got your dive gear?
Aye,
Yeah,
but
so you can use that.
it's oil, Kaz. There's nothing to be done.
Don't fucking say that.
I knew the risk when I came down here.
Fuck. Can he lose you as well?
Listen, I'm alright, Kaz. I'm already back on Skye. You've never seen water like that, Kaz. Clear, peaceful. You just let go and everything's fine.
Aye. That sounds beautiful.
You go one day. Alright?
No, fuck that. I'm never swimming again after this.
Kaz, you and Finlay, you could do this, alright? I'm sure she wouldn't do something so stupid.
Brody, you there?
Kaz,
What's stupid? Talk to me.
it's getting higher.
All right, I'm here, Brody. I'm not going anywhere. All right, I'm here. Brody. Oh, fuck. Brody. Jesus. Brody. How's this happening? What do we do now, Finlay?
Doesn't fucking matter.
He's dead and you don't think that matters?
He was always gonna die. All of them. Always. We see that. We've been fucking about with the Lakey and pontoons. And without a hope in hell. Watching our pals turn into monsters. Never once. Never fucking once. Have we tried to do what needed to be done.
Can't do. All right, what do you mean?
I'm ending this. Fucking
Finlay. No. Come back. Finlay!
That's what he was thinking, Bradley.
Finlay! Wait a
is it
minute!
that?
Jesus!
He's quick
Come
for
back, you're
an
not thinking
overweight chick.
straight.
Although I guess he's slow. Because he's fucking been through some shit, man. He seems spry. Rested.
fuck off, that lady. I'm not coming anywhere anymore.
Fast.
He's like passed through that gate.
Fuck. We have to find a way out, come on!
Fucking kidding yourself. It's this or nothing.
Locked.
He's always got the fucking shitty way to get down. She just wants to blow the joint.
Fuck! Ah! Fuck!
Did she not slip?
Finley! Finley! Finley!
That's not that bad.
Jesus, Finley. Fucking hell.
Guys,
I'm here, Finley, I'm here.
guys. What? Who is it you hear? When it's close.
Who do I hear?
That's no dear Christmas card.
I hear my wife. I just want to get back to her, Finley. To my weans.
I hear my boy. When he was wee, you know. I hear him now.
Kate, I'm thinking Kate.
Singing. We're not seeing him again, guys.
There's got to be a ship coming. You said it yourself.
Christ, guys. We don't want him coming. Jesus!
I'm sorry, Finley. I don't know what to do.
We've got to face it, cuz.
What do you mean?
Ah! We can't get back. We can't. But I can. There's no going to stop with us. Fuck's sake, McCleary. For once in your life, be brave. Be brave for them. You can't save yourself. You can save them.
Jesus, Finley.
You want to leave it a chance? Oh. If it gets to the mainland, oh, you know I'm right. I'm always fucking right.
Oh, Christ. Christ. All right. Aye, all right. For them.
I'm sorry it's been so hard.
There's a pixel under the camera. Fuck. Man, this shit's growing pretty quick. Who's to say this would be enough, man?
God almighty. Christ. We never had a chance.
Yeah, this is what it's like. Thanks, Jackie.
You son of a bitch.
It's a sacrifice.
I'm sorry, Zeus. I'm so sorry.
You don't recognize me, do you?
No, sorry, love. You know me.
You could say that. It's been a long time though, Kaz.
Hold up. Susan Lafferty. Fuck's sake, is that you?
The very same. Christ, Kaz, but you look no different.
I've still got the nose, eh?
Well, looks like someone did a good job of spreading it about your face.
Oh, the big man a drink.
Jesus, Kaz. Because I really want to be thinking about Roy right now. Jeez.
He looks after me. He fucking adores you, you know.
Well, I am easy to love, Cameron McCreary.
Yeah. I'm finding that.
Shut up, great Suki
I
J.
do though, Suze. I fucking love you. I love you more than anything in this whole world.
Du Daft Band Pop. Well, you're not so bad yourself, all things considered.
Marry me.
What?
I'm serious. Marry me. We make beautiful wains. I want to spend my whole life with you.
She's perfect.
She looks just like you.
Thank God for that. She's got your eyes, though.
My dad's eyes.
I'm sorry, Kaz. I know you'd have wanted him to meet her.
Nah, fuck him. The bastard wasn't interested in me. Why would he care about her?
He loved you in his way, Kaz.
I'll never leave you, Suze. I'll be at your side forever. I'm always going to be here for this Wayne.
Assimilating, maybe. I don't think it ended well for him, considering how it ended for them. Yeah, some good performance. I assume he's in the hive mind, but we'll find out, man.
Kiss the Waynes for me. Tell them I'll be back for Christmas.
That's the day left.
I'm sorry, Suze.
Hey, Kaz. I'm sorry it's been so hard. Just wanted to send you this. To say we'll get through it. I know we will. Just take care out there and bring my beautiful big gallus man back home in one piece, okay? I miss you and I love you. And the girls miss and love you. I'm still raging at Roy, but he's a good man and I know he'll look after you. Whatever happens, we will be all right. We can weather this. Just wanted to say that to you, Kaz. To keep you safe and close and make sure you know to come home to us. I love you, Cameron McCreary. Be safe out there on those waters. My man. My love.
They like ending their games with flying over water or transcending while they're both. And a deer S3 jumps off the cliff and like turns into a bird or something, flies. Assume there's just one ending for this. Doesn't seem like the guy made a multiple. We'll find out. I think that's the landing. I don't know how long they worked on this one. Like I said, there's a very big gap in time between their last full thing. Oh, excuse me. Maybe they worked on some other shit. We'll talk about it here once the credits are, just in case there's a little extra something. It's hot as fuck in here. Anyway, assuming there's not much more, I guess we start talking about it. Yeah, I thought it was solid. I think it's got some issues for sure, but for the most part I liked it. I think the voice performance carries a lot of it, and the general dialogue, and when it's grounded well and paced well, it's good. It's nothing you haven't seen in terms of, like, you know, how you interact with those moments. You know, it's mostly linear with yellow paint and, you know, a bit of jank when you're moving around, you know, jumping between death-defying stunts, which I feel like maybe were a little too much at times. Probably something a little tighter with a bit more thriller dialogue and shit would have probably been a little bit better, but I think where it really kind of falls apart in the big way is probably the gameplay. Not just the minute to minute, that's just serviceable at best, nothing really special. A lot of like kind of reused animations and stuff. But more when you're in the arenas and you're like stealthing past a guy and you're having to throw stuff, and it tends to be really janky and buggy, and you're infinitely falling places, and sometimes the pathfinding's a little weird, and enemies, they don't really like chase you, they kind of just like shamble forward when you get to certain areas, and then sometimes they'll go in like a circuit and you can kind of throw stuff and it doesn't work super well. Honestly, I feel like the game's at its worst when it's trying to be its most spooky. I think when it's holding a bit back, not trying to be like overly spooky or overly action-y, it tends to be a bit more, keeps its atmosphere a little stronger. You know, how are they going to try to keep this place afloat and all that? There's a good span of time in the middle where it's kind of just them trying to survive. Not really a whole lot of development of characters or anything, but it's fine. Oh, excuse me, God. Yawning too much. And I think the general plot line and stuff isn't, you could say it's not like super novel or anything. I don't think that's really a problem. I can't really rest on the novelty at all. I think the novelty of the setting and the location is probably the strongest thing. You know, we have to sacrifice ourselves to take out the alien threat before it gets to the mainland's a pretty, I mean, that's like the tale's oldest time there, so it's definitely more on the execution side of things. And I think for the most part that's pretty good. He's a likable guy. You get like what his story's about. You understand some of the other people. He cares for his family and all that kind of shit. I don't think it ends up culminating in something like super emotionally heavy duty for me, but I was engaged. You know, I was interested. And I feel like a lot of the time it's the voices that tend to sell it. Accents that you generally don't hear in this kind of thing, I feel like, you know, they tend to honestly be used for more comedic effect normally, so it's interesting kind of having to be a mix in this, right? It just feels like just in the location, so it's cool. Glad they weren't just like, let's just make them all generic Americans or something. Kind of made it more interesting. I think so, yeah. I think honestly the voice direction carries what's an interesting setting, but a pretty generic, I guess, plot. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with the generic survive, like, in a stranded area plot. I think, you know, how it goes down, how they have to choose to survive, who doesn't make it, what the mystery of the alien thing they dug up is, how it's affecting people. That kind of stuff's cool, right? But for the most part, it's like kind of your typical like video gamey, like I'm just gonna go turn on all the things in engineering and turn on the power. And I think it works in this because it is an oil rig, it makes sense. But I don't know, if you're pretty savvy, you play a lot of stuff like that. You know, that you're not gonna get a novelty aspect to it. So I definitely feel like the voice production helps a lot there. It was a good looking game for the most part. It ran kind of crappy, but I adjusted stuff, and on my 1080 Ti, which is not an amazing, super amazing card at this point, I think it ran it at an acceptable amount. I'd say my favorite part of the game was honestly the first couple of hours, where you're just kind of like immersed in being on this kind of oil rig. A lot of people have never been on one, of course, and then things start to go wrong and all that. There's a bit of a, like I said, in the middle, kind of, you're just in the chaos, right? You're just running around and just chicken with your head cut off, shit falling apart. I think when you're going for like escape vehicles and helicopters, it all makes sense. There's times where you're just kind of, you know, turning on power and all that, and activating winches and shit. And I mean, I think that stuff's fine too. It all makes sense in the world, but you know, it runs together a little bit in that moment. And then, you know, once you start getting back and it's Roy and all that, and you're meeting people again, you know, it's stronger there. You know, yeah, it's one of those. I think it's solid. I don't know if I'd say it was great or anything, but I think it's neat. I definitely think it doesn't need to be like some immersive sim or like have like really innovative gameplay or anything. I think having it just be on rails I have no problem with, but they try to dip into like having some gameplay, and the on rails sections also tend to be a little janky. I think if both of those things were a little cleaner, if those were tighter, if that middle section was a little bit more interesting. And I found the game, like I said, most uninteresting when I was just trying to hide from monsters. It's hiding a locker, half of them are bait, it's hiding in like zigzag tunnels where you throw like a fucking mug to get the guy to not hurt you. It ends up being a little dull. Something you've been there, done that, and not even in like that really great of a way in this. A lot of bugs where I'm just standing there and the guy's infinitely trying to get me, or areas where the guy just instantly sees you and insta kills you. And you know, it's one of those things where it's like there's a certain precedent when you're doing things on rails where you don't expect any interactivity with the world. So the minute you have like even a little bit, you're either not ready, you don't know when you can, you don't know where you can. It's why partially there's stuff like yellow paint, all that, right? Detail in the world, you know, a lack of being able to interact with most things, so they have to tell you what you can't interact with. You could say it's a problem with visual design. I think something linear like this could probably pull that off without the need of all those kinds of like band-aids, but the problem is when they do kind of loosen it up and it's you throwing things in an arena, it just feels like shit. It looks like shit. It makes if anything, the creatures feel a little goofy. I also feel like it's cool that the creature thing is like assimilating people and they're like talking to them. I mean, obviously they're not in the right mind, but there was times it almost is like not comedic, but like his boss is a good example. He's just kind of like, he's like, I'm gonna fucking rip you apart, mate, and he's like just kind of like coming for him down the hallway. Like he's a monster, but there's something I feel like a little too blunt about it. Maybe saw a little bit more of like a mysterious feel where like they're there and you could tell like they're fueling their own action, but they're not obviously quite human. It almost like some of the dialogue comes off as like the guy's just fully lucid, just chasing him down. I mean, clearly that's not the intent, but there's a few moments where I feel like it kind of cheapens the psychological mystery aspect of the whatever it is, right? The creature thing. But interesting creatures, like very kind of like the thing, I guess. Not quite. Obviously, the thing turns into real stuff, but reminds me more of that game Carry On, where it's just kind of like a blob of like tentacles shooting everywhere to move around. It was neat. It looked kind of jank sometimes, but they were trying to do something unique, so you could tell didn't work super great. There's not that many arenas for these things to move around in that aren't completely like scripted, and when they are, a lot of times they're glitching out or you can't tell which way it's even fucking facing, so a little odd there. So yeah, I guess the big takeaways are great setting, relatively decent pace, a little bit in the middle's off, great voice work, a not novel plot, but serviceable plot that kind of works, like with a cool thriller thing on like a rig. And while I like self-sacrifice bullshit, especially family and all that, maybe not always hitting the most emotionally high notes, but it's still neat anyways. And then, yeah, kind of crappy gameplay, acceptable linearity, but not really, you know, when you go linear, everything else has to take the weight, right? So, not too great a gameplay. And okay performance, not great, but I think that's about it. I don't know what else is. There were some music bits here and there. Felt very Dear Esther and shit, where I feel like I think it matched at the end there, but there's a bit in the middle, like we're on an elevator and stuff. And, it's supposed to be kind of you going up this elevator, and it's got this kind of swelling music, and sometimes I think it's almost a bit much. I would say that's a problem with some of this in general. It doesn't feel like something where like me running from monsters feels quite right. Like, I mean, it's fine here and there, but I feel like maybe they should have been more reserved about the action horror moments. Him jumping to like helicopters hanging off the side of the rig, and you know, he's just flying through shit and getting knocked around, and he's just fine. It takes some of the grounding out of it, which when you think back to like kind of old, or like The Thing or like Alien or something, you know, a lot of it, I mean, it's not grounded in the sense of our reality, but like it makes enough sense in those that it kind of keeps a certain level of immersion. And this, it's like, I mean, he's almost like an action movie guy, jumping around and stuff and flying underneath shit. I mean, maybe some of it's just luck. I think having some of those moments is fine, you know, some of these chases with monsters and stuff. And I think they own pretty well him not wanting to do it, but he has to do it kind of moments. But like, it still ends up being a little confusing there. I mean, maybe I'm just boring and I'd want it a little bit more like a little less with the faux excitement kind of shit. Maybe I've just played too many horror games where you sneak around and then at the end you trip over a twig and then he chases you and you're just like, yep, I'm in the chase scene. I know how this is going to go and I know it's going to end. You know, it doesn't mean as much. I think there's games obviously that mix that up and can have those feel more natural, but this isn't going for like a innovative gameplay kind of thing at all. So I do think those moments maybe, that's why I say the first 2 hours I kind of liked it best, right? You know, like he's doing crazy shit, but it's like, you know, he's in a crazy situation, but you know, he would generally try to find a different way out of it. But doesn't really happen and all that. I do think the first 30 minutes goes pretty far in grounding it and setting up the location and stuff, and seeing it kind of break apart over time. But yeah, those little moments like that, monster chases and arenas and stunts, and some of the moments with like big swelling music don't always hit with some of the visuals or what's going on. And so, you get a little thing like that here and there. I feel like rubbing not quite right, and then it takes away from it a little. So overall, though, yeah, I'd say I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. Worth playing. I think if you're looking for something that's really gonna, if you're looking for something with heavy gameplay, if you're looking for something really spooky, if you're looking for something, yeah, if you're looking for those types of things, this probably is not, the horror game for you. But I think if you're looking for something just kind of generally spooky with a cool little kind of thriller story, and it's short. I mean, this took me like, what, 5 hours? I think it's a good one to go for. I'll be looking forward to seeing what they do after this. Hopefully this did well enough for them. I'd say out of all of their games I play, this is probably my favorite, but I've only played 3 now. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, Dear Esther, and this. When I played Dear Esther originally, it had a lot of novelty to it because it was, that was one of the first walking sims I think that ever existed. Honestly, people tend to give Gone Home like credit for that, but I think that was the first big one that people actually like thought was pretty cool. I feel like the Chinese Room is actually one of the first walking sim devs. I mean, there's old games that are pretty linear too, but the way you see it nowadays, where it's like first-person walking sim, it's a totally fine genre. But yeah, those kinds of things, they're that way for a reason, right? Because they're story focused, set piece focused. If any of those things are weak, there's nothing to fall back on, right? There's games with bad stories that are good, right? There's no walking simulators that are good because the gameplay is good. Like I thought earlier. And the story's bad, right? That's not really like a thing, right? It's all on the story. So. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a little break here. I'm gonna add this to the finish list. I might make some food. Tomorrow I got work, so I'm probably not gonna be up like ultra late tonight, but might do another small indie. There's this other little horror game that was short that seemed maybe interesting called The Rewinder. I don't know if it'll actually be good, but I think it's kind of like a mystery detective-y thing. We'll have to see. Or the Rewinder? No, it's Firework. I don't know what the Rewinder is. That looked horror, but I don't think it actually is. Anyways, maybe we'll just do some indies. Maybe I'll start Link Between Worlds. Probably won't start SMT5 right away. Since I got work tomorrow and it might be a fair bit, maybe I won't start anything big.